Assalamu alaikum. Happy New Year. So Dawada, welcome to another episode of Unta Ma'an. Inshallah, today we will be making cabbage soup diets, cabbage soup, which people use as a diet. This is a delicious soup. It has many, benefits as you could see here. So inshallah, I hope you guys enjoy my rendition of it because I really think you would be able to last a 7 or a 3-day cleanse with this recipe. So inshallah, let's get started. Bismillah. So we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So here we're going to put our stove on to medium high. We want the oil to kind of warm up here before we throw in our vegetables. So once the oil has warmed up, we're going to, inshallah, add our vegetables. So here we have about 3 stalks of celery, 1 big onion, as well as half a green pepper. So just go ahead and throw all of those vegetables in. This recipe, you guys, is a real good start when it comes to, healthy eating, especially with the new year. Why not? As well as don't forget to add carrots, 1 big carrot. That's 1 big carrot, so go ahead and add that as well. Stir everything in together, cover it, let it soften, cook for about 5 minutes, inshallah. So once it has softened, as you can see, I actually had to change my pot because there is no way all that, the cabbage that I was about to put, the amount of cabbage I was about to put was going to fit that pot. So I had to change the Dixie there. So we're going to go ahead and put our cabbage in here next. So I'm about to put about half a small cabbage, but it all depends on how much you guys are planning to make. Here I'm not really making too much. This probably will last me a couple of days. But again, I'm not really eating it, this is not the only thing I'm eating. So we have all of our cabbage in there. Just toss everything together. And then what we're going to do is cover it. And we want the cabbage to soften. So we're not trying to cook it or anything. We just want the cabbage to soften. So that's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Here it took me about 15 minutes for my cabbage to soften. So as you can see, it has dwindled down a little bit here once I opened there we go. So the cabbage looks nice and soft. So go ahead and stir everything together again, toss it, get the vegetables that are at the bottom, the carrots and celery, the onions. So bring all that stuff up a bit so it gets equal distribution. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and add our tomato. So what I would say is actually, I would recommend using diced tomatoes as opposed to whole tomatoes, but that's what I had on hand. Here I'm going to add about 7 cups of water. But what we're looking to do is have the water kind of surface, try to get as much water in as possible. But again, that depends on how much you're making. So I can't really say how many cups to really put in there for you. Okay, so go ahead and push all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and add about 2 cubes of Maraq or Maggi. So it all depends. You don't have to add. Some people just add salt and like other seasonings like dried oregano or dried basil. But because I'm only adding the Maggi in there, that was sufficient, seasoning for me. So I did not really need to add any other seasonings. And I find it to be a lot flavorful than just adding the salt because that's pretty bland. So go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of tomato paste as well. Cover it. And we're going to have, once it starts to boil, then what we're going to do is, so once we see it boiling there, we want to lower the temperature to low. So about 2 to 3. And then from there, we're going to cover it for about an hour and a half and just let it cook on its own. So an hour and a half later, mashallah, there we go. It is ready. Definitely check on it often within that hour and a half, but it's basically, you don't really have to, but there we go. So it's ready to be eaten, and you can go ahead and serve it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is definitely very nutritious soup. It's super healthy, so many health benefits. A good start to the new year. If you're going to do the diet, good luck. I personally would not be able to handle it for 7 days, but go ahead. And from there, you can go ahead and also add, to enhance that taste, some lemon, some, some bispas, whatever you'd like to just kind of enhance the flavor. But bon appetit. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and inshallah enjoy and have a great year. More soup episodes to come. Assalamu alaikum.